Great job. We really pulled through this sprint, and the app is looking really good.
I agree. I think we got lots to be proud of. I just want to do a quick retrospective. We've got an important sprint coming up, so I just want to make sure that we're the best we can be.
I'll take notes.
Thank you, Alexa. So yeah, let's start with what we did well.
We completed our user stories.
Yes, we did. For a second there, it seemed like we weren't going to, but we persevered.
We had all of our tests written early.
Big improvement.
Our communication was good this sprint. Our stand-ups were productive, and I knew the status of the project for the entire time. So I think that's a big positive for us.
Yeah, I think that's something, we were looking to improve from last sprint, so great for us. Also, great job staying positive and working as a team. I know we had a few bumps along the way, but we worked together and really got through them as a team.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
That's all I can think of.
Okay, then let's move on to what went wrong.
I think we could have done a better job looking at the dependencies this sprint. Realistically, the database connections should have been set up in the previous sprint. Way too many of the things this sprint were dependent on it, and if I hadn't gotten that set up, the whole sprint could have been a bust. So it's lucky it worked out, but that won't always be the case.
Yeah, good point, Josh. We can try to do better with that, but I don't think we'll run into issues with this sprint, so just looking forward, I think it's something to consider. One thing that I noticed is that we didn't pair program nearly as much. I think that's because we were crunched for time, but let's go back into it in the next sprint. Maybe we can assign tasks for the next sprint in pairs.
Yeah, I think we could try that. And then if it doesn't work after a day or two, we can always go back to what we were doing before.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
Our story point estimates were not accurate.
I had forgotten about that. Well, thankfully, we determined that before we started, so we just need to make sure that we continue to do that.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay, so now how can we improve?
Kat already suggested more paired programming and self-assigning in pairs.
Right.
So, if we aim to continue our communication so that we don't regress.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Okay, well, I think this has been really good. I think we're ready for the next sprint.